Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back at it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Bean.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, it's a social norm. When we talk to you fellas, make you open your mind up so y'all can be a little better.
You said
Be
it
the
right.
best y'all could be. Fuck what I'm saying right now. I don't care about none of that. Hey, today is Monday. We got through the weekend. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Today's episode, you already saw the title, man. Not taking a man's last name. Is it disrespectful? We're going to talk about it today. Hey, before I go ahead and get into the video, you know I got to give you a disclaimer. This is me and Bean's personal opinion. This is not factual. This is not the end-all, be-all. This is not the who said it and why. This is not your mama said it and I say it differently. It's just me and Bean's, how we see things. We got our own opinion. You got yours. Let's respect them both. You feel me? Hey, y'all, if you like, you know what it is. If y'all like the content, give your boy a like, man. Give us a share, subscribe, notification, all that shit before we even get further into it. Because, we got to show us some love, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us today. And so today's episode, like I said, we got a couple of things we want to talk about. But I thought about this a couple days ago. And I talked to a couple girls and I asked them, I said, is it disrespectful for you as a woman if you want to get married to a man, but you don't want his last name? Is that disrespectful? Now, put in the comment section what y'all think, and we're gonna get into this thing. Now, before we even get into it, I want to show y'all a video that just came across my, viewer, and I'm about to show y'all this right now. It's literally a man proposing to a woman at the best fucking fast food restaurant of all time, Mickey D's. Let's check it out.
God.
Now, if y'all can't see what the word says, it says man proposes to woman in a busy McDonald's and he gets turned down. Now, this is somewhere in like South Africa or whatever. And I'm be honest with you, South African bitches are out here being disrespectful. All right, let's finish this. Straight denies him, shaking her head. Hell no.
Oh, damn.
Good, they booing her. And then he takes the food with him.
Oh, man. I do feel his pain.
All right, now
I do feel his pain.
I just had to show y'all this because I want y'all ladies to understand something. All right. For the fact of the matter is this. The fact is, men have to lower themselves, submit themselves to where we bend the knee to ask you in hand of marriage. What kind of shit is we talking about where you deny a man because he asked her at McDonald's? So you good enough to eat there, but you ain't good enough to get asked to be married there?
I think what it is women have all this envision in the future how they want to be asked. You know, it's
This
like
is why
it's like the fairy tale. You
and
know
this is
what
why
I
the
mean?
world fucked up now, because we sit there and let's have their visions. Their visions don't make no damn sense. Why McDonald's though?
That's what I say. Is it a
Okay,
McDonald's?
can I ask you a question? Why does it matter where it is? It could be at a gas station. If a man asks you to marry him, it shouldn't matter where he asks you. If that's the man you want to be married to, you should be thankful that he's even asking you. See, this is what I mean by the whole concept of marriage is where the man has to be submissive and bend the knee. It's like you're begging her for acceptance and for her to be wanting to be a part of you. And I get it. Everybody tries to make that analogy like, oh well, it's being you're just showing how much you care for her. Not only are you buying her a fucking gift, which is a diamond ring, an overpriced rock.
Them joints are not cheap.
Okay. And then you sit around and I show myself I'm vulnerable. Let's be honest, ladies. None of y'all are good are strong enough to be vulnerable like that, to where you profess your love to a man in front of everybody and asking him, will he spend the rest of his life with you, expecting him to say yes.
You are definitely leaving yourself wide open for the uppercut.
Exactly.
Not even going to lie. You definitely leave yourself.
And we all know women are definitely weak when it comes to scared of rejection. Somebody wrote, to be honest, the gas station is more spontaneous than Mickey. How? No, it isn't. What are you talking about? See, I know this is a woman saying that. What is it? Who put that? Most people who propose at a restaurant is usually means something's symbolic. I mean, okay.
I do think too they want the good story. Like, oh, people always ask, well, how did he propose? Well, he proposed to me at McDonald's.
Maybe it was his first time. Maybe when they first met, maybe it was their first date. They went to McDonald's. I don't know. You're right. It could be symbolic, but the reality is,
and that could be all he could afford. To be honest, let's be real. Well,
first off, if he's buying you a ring, why does it matter where he maybe that was it? He can't take you nowhere special.
There's this nurse we work with, and she told me the story how her husband only had $300 in his pocket, and he spent like $100 on the ring, and she really wanted to marry him. So she said yes. She didn't care how much the ring cost. She didn't care where they were.
And she should.
And they got married, and they're still together today.
And guess what? Somewhere down the line, he probably gonna get her a better ring.
Yeah, he did. He did offer her a better ring.
Yeah,
but she kept the
original,
the original,
because that's the one she cares about. That's the one that started it all. But my thing is this: I lead that into this question. In this day and age, modern women are saying they don't want to have the man's last name. I'm personally saying, fuck that shit. If you expect me to get on one knee and confess my love to you and ask you to be part of me, us be one, the least you could do is say, I'm willing to take this man's last name. How disrespectful is it to not want to take the man's last name? Now, if y'all want to call into the show, give us your opinion on this topic. You know the number, 716-218-9317. That's 716-218-9317. Give us your opinion. Do you think it's disrespectful, ladies, fellas, if the woman does not want to take the man's last name?
And the thing is, I would ask why.
Why?
You know what I mean? Like, what is the problem? Like, why don't you want to take? Because I'm asking you to come into my world and to be the provider and be the protector and things like that. Why? What is it about the last name that you can't take?
See, all right, we got a caller, y'all. Let's see what it is. Oh God. Oh, why is she, okay. Let's see what she got to say today.
Call from
Shonda.
To accept, press 1.
Oh,
to send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can.
You chose violence today? What? What's
Not
ringing?
today.
Are you calling somebody right now?
Hold on.
Are you calling us twice?
I think it's my MacBook calling out too. Let me hang up real quick.
Okay. She hung up, y'all. It depends on the circumstances nowadays. Some people don't take the other person's name out of debt. Okay, so you're saying like they're in debt and they don't want to take the person's last name? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know.
But I thought when you get married, you take on each other's debt.
Call from
Shonda.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Hello?
Yes. Can y'all hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
I don't know. In the audience, can y'all hear her? Put a thumbs up if y'all can hear her, because I think I always get nervous that people can't hear the callers. Go ahead, Shonda. Tell us your opinion. Do you think it's disrespectful for a woman not to want to take a man's last name in marriage?
Absolutely. I think it is, because at the end of the day, and it's not about it being traditional, it's about you wanting to be one and wanting to be whole with him. And furthermore, I was kind of hesitant too, because when I first got married, I was like, oh my God, I have my degree in Walker, all of my certifications, my accomplishments. But the blessing is you get to become, one and whole with this man and create a new life together. And you want your children to have the same last name, because being married is an honorable thing. And
Did you take his last name?
Yes, I did. Now, I am also going through a divorce. So, but I want to keep the last name, because in having his last name, I've accomplished so many things. So I agree with Tina Turner when she said, you can have everything else, but I want to keep my name, because I've established a business and success in this new marital name as well. So
okay.
Yeah.
Do you think hyphenating a name, do you think that's disrespectful too?
I don't like it. I think more modern women do that. I think if you hyphenate, I think it shows a sign that you're not willing to let go of your old life for your new life and to fully be your husband.
So, okay. So are you hyphenated, or you have his last name?
I have his last name. I don't
so
like
you
the
removed your
hyphenate.
maiden name.
I removed it completely.
Okay. So now, Beans, let me ask you this. What do you feel about her getting a divorce and still keeping her I guess it would be her ex-husband's last name? Because you're going through something.
Yeah, I understand the whole, you built this whole name for yourself under this last name. I get that.
I felt a butt coming.
However, we are not together anymore.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, and maybe it's because it's coming from the man side, but I'm Ike Turner in this motherfucker. You can't keep the name. My daddy gave me that name.
Does your ex-husband, does he know you're keeping the name? Does he mind, or?
We never had that conversation, and I honestly don't give a fuck about what he thinks, because
all right, back to violence. We're back to violence.
I mean, okay, this and you know what's so crazy? So I'm gonna give you a little history lesson on my family.
Okay.
So my grandmother, she was married to a man, had 2 kids with him. Then they didn't really get a divorce. He just kind of left. Right? I think he just left. And she ended up getting with another guy and had my dad. All right. But they were never married or nothing. She named my dad the man that she was married to's last name.
Oh. Hold on. That no offense to your grandma.
Say some shit. Go ahead.
We talk about disrespect. That is disrespectful. I'm sorry.
So
if I meet somebody, she got kids, and she had my kid, she gonna name it the last nigga's kids? No, we're not doing that.
Well, the thing about it was, okay, she was technically still married.
Okay, where was he?
Where was he?
They
were separated. Whatever he left.
Well, it is.
So my dad's last name is
The
my
original guy?
grandmother's yes
Dude,
married name, and that's not his father.
that's
Okay,
Oh,
and
well,
for,
that's
what do you gotta say?
crazy.
What do you gotta say?
that's just disrespectful. Like, and I mean, what was your grandmother's rationale behind that? Did she ever say?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what the rationale is, and y'all might even feel more messed up about it, but uh, so my grandmother, this is what my dad said. He said it in a way to try to downplay it, but I'm smart enough to understand what really was going on. He's like, well, my mom said if I had this name, I could get some money. And what happened was
What?
my grandmother put her husband at the time when he had divorce on child support. Or the government. It was either on child support or government assistance, whatever it was. The government gave her child support for 18 years, but that was never his kid.
Okay.
So
that
Does
was
your
some
mom
that was some
watch
get
the show?
back.
Watch the show?
what you say?
Does your parents watch the show? They listen in? Because I don't want to say that disrespectful.
They don't listen in, but I mean,
Parents listen in sometimes.
no,
Mine
maybe
do.
not really. My parents don't really listen in no more. My mom used to listen into the show, but she used to get so frustrated with me that she just stopped watching it. She just said,
I agree.
Okay.
but
I see the money moves,
that was a money move. My grandmother was poor,
but I hope she would at least
so
discuss
she had
this.
to do what she had to do.
I would hope she at least discussed this with the new guy.
No, wait a minute.
Right.
No. See, the new guy wasn't nowhere. He was a Rolling Stone. My
Wait,
biological.
They both was Rolling Stones? Like the first guy left and the second guy left?
No. The first guy left. The second guy was a pimp. Okay. I look. Y'all not gonna sit here and judge my family. I'm just telling you.
What's gonna happen?
What?
This is what's gonna happen. Years from now, 30 years from now, when your kids try to look up their ancestry, they're gonna look on 23andme.com and figure out they done slept with their damn cousin because they grandmother chose to give them the wrong last name.
Oh,
You just don't do
No, hold on. What y'all not gonna do is come on my show and disrespect my family tree. All right. Because the reality is you had to get in where you fit in back then. And my grandmother, now, do I feel like the choices, if you look at the choices now, the choices she made, it does look kind of rough. But back then,
Kinda.
my grandmother had 12 children. All right. She had her first child when she was like 15. All right. She's been married twice.
She chose survival moves. That's what she did.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you what, this is what I think of when I hear that story. Y'all seen Dead Presidents, where the mother, dude went away from, went away,
war, yeah.
and then there was a guy who was coming by
Come on,
helping her out.
Cuddy.
Every time I see that movie, I think that's my grandfather. My grandfather was Cuddy. He came in, help out my grandmother. My dad seen him. He's met him a few times, but like he just wasn't that type of he wasn't gonna be no father. And ultimately, it was the best thing my grandma did was just leave him be. Then she met my grandfather. They got married and they had like 6-7 kids.
Oh, okay.
And they was married till she died. So I'm just saying she took everybody she ever married, she put their last names on their on her kids and on herself.
Except for the first one, your father. Was
Well,
your father the first one?
No, my father was the third man.
Well, I mean, first one for the
to put somebody,
second man.
No, my grandmother had one kid when she was like 15.
Mm-hmm.
Then she got married, had 2 or 3 kids, and then the husband left. Then my grandfather, biological grandfather, came in, had the kid, and then he was out, and then that's when she met
Okay.
my grandfather, and they got married. But at the end of the day,
Do you think this is a bit of a deep question? Do you think
I
that
feel like you're gonna say something disrespectful.
I'm gonna try to keep it real respectful, okay?
I feel like you're gonna say.
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna
Go ahead. Go
tread
ahead.
lightly.
Go ahead.
This
Go
your
ahead,
family.
y'all.
You my man. This your family. I'm
What?
gonna tread lightly.
My grandmother's
Do
passed
you
away at this point.
think? Do you think the dynamic
Shout out Minnie Pearl.
the dynamic your grandmother had with her two husbands? Do you think that subconsciously affected how you view women?
How I view women?
Yeah. Did you know your grandmother?
Ooh.
I did not know my grandmother. My grandmother
Well,
passed.
what about your father? Do you think it affected the way he treated women?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, I would assume so. I think everybody, how you see your mother and father is gonna make you, view people that way.
So maybe indirectly she did affect you through your father.
What do you? In what way? I'm trying to understand. What
I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking, and I'm asking you. In what way are you trying to say?
Well, I'm just saying how
do I view women?
I don't know. I mean, people think you have a very negative outlook on women, especially black
Like
women.
you're superior than women.
I am.
Oh,
Next.
I mean,
next question.
It was just a question. I mean,
do I think my grandmother was out, probably not making the right choices all the time? She probably, let's be honest, she had a kid at 15 or 14. So yeah, she wasn't making the best choices, but she held her stuff down and raised, and I can put this on the Bible. All my aunts and uncles, all of them successful. All of them. Ain't one person, ain't none of my aunts and uncles was ever in prison for, was a bum, none of that. So I gotta give her props. She raised the kids and did her thing.
Respect like who you identify with. Like, are you like, I'm a Byram. The Byrams are known for being this and that, but you're not really a Byram? Does that affect
no, see, this is the thing. Yes, I'm a Byram. I always looked at myself as a Byram. My
you know you're not
biologically, no. I mean, in the sense of, from my grandmother, but biologically. So my grandfather's real name,
we putting governments out there. It's just
was Robert Jives. That was my biological grandfather's name, Robert Jives. So my name,
was he like a bum? Why didn't you want to give you his?
I just told you he was a pimp, like a real pimp. What you say?
Why did she sleep with him? Were they in a relationship?
Somebody said you don't trust women, Canteen. I don't know all the how back in the day was.
No.
Grown folks don't tell kids what's really going on with them. I question a lot of things. There are some thoughts in my mind that really I wanted to know, but I didn't want to go ahead and ask them because
stay in a child's place.
People be sensitive about their mamas. So I never asked certain questions. I just wondered why my grandmother was dating a pimp. That's all I wanted to know. I wanted to know that, but I didn't want to go any further.
Okay.
Because I was like, you know what?
If I were you,
I
would not ask that question if you weren't ready for the answer.
Exactly. So I never asked it.
You ever see Meet the Browns when they were sitting around the dinner table and it was like, your grandfather was a pimp? He said, no, my grandfather was a deacon. It's like, no, your grandfather.
Every time you judge women, you follow up with a crazy ass story about your family, and it explains why. Okay.
We having therapy now. We getting deep.
Like I said, my family, they got some wild stories, but a lot of times it don't always be just my family that I'm telling stories from. It's life experience that I had with women, or just seeing friends and that dealt with women, and I'm like, wow, this is how they really move. Now, are there some good women out there? 100%. I agree there's some good women. But damn it, if they ain't some bad motherfuckers too. That really, you be like, wow, she looks so wholesome, but she is.
You feel that way too?
Huh?
Beans, do you agree with what he's saying?
There have been some women that I thought were wholesome, and
Exactly.
looks could be deceiving.
We know one for sure.
Like I mean,
Certified
I mean,
garden tool. But
I mean,
so
it's true. What do you want me to say?
now let's get back to the subject at hand. And it's not my grandmother and her escapades. Okay. It's about why do women in today's world still want men to get with them, marry them, be just with them, but then they don't want to take a man's last name?
She dialing.
Are you dialing out again?
Oh, MacBook. I don't know why it's doing
See,
this.
this why I don't fuck with iPhone. I straight Android. I want to know, why did y'all think that's not disrespectful? Because the thing is, and people say it's not that big a deal. It is that big a deal. If she's not willing to take your name and show ownership, you see, she wants you to show ownership by you making a whole spectacle and bending the knee and getting her a big rock and all this other stuff. But then she don't want to show ownership, which is the ultimate ownership, and that's your name. This is what I want to say this for. We were working the one time and we talked to this one lady and she gave us something that I never really realized. She said, women don't have last names.
Oh yeah.
And I sat there and when she said the shit, I was like, what you talking about? She said, women don't have last names. There's no such thing as a woman having a last name. And I said, and I thought about it and it was like a eureka moment went in my head. I said, you're right. Because your last name is a man's last name. Your father or your grandfather or something. Like women don't have last names.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, you're right. So the fact that a woman doesn't want to take your last name is the ultimate disrespect. I believe there should be one name on the mailbox household, but my accomplishments, any certificates will be under my name for my self-love. What the fuck? What does that mean? What does that mean, your self-love? If that's your husband, he should be your self-love. Like, why do you all think that losing your name or losing your maiden name is like, oh, you're losing a part of yourself? Yeah, and you're gaining something more than that. You feel me?
I'm trying to understand. Maybe she's saying because it's her accomplishment.
She's trying to say that's her name, but it's not even your name though. A man gave you that name. There's no last name that a woman has given somebody. First off, children is your legacy, not your wife. Okay, I don't think that's. I mean, I would say both personally, but that's just my opinion. No, Steven is right. No, Steven is. I don't even. You wrote the word right like write something out, so I don't know what you're.
I think she means.
Are you messaging?
No, I'm not messaging, but that's not me.
Okay, but you do that shit. And I
didn't do it though. Look, there you go.
Right, but
throw my government out. But yeah,
I'm saying I know that's Shay. I can already tell you it's Shay that put Steven probably. No, Steven is right about what I'm trying to say.
It's Channing Chan.
Oh, it's Channing Chan. Okay, what up, Channing Chan? I mean, the only name that you really have that's a woman name is your first name. So any accomplishments you ever make is really still based off of a man because he gave you that last name. So you should just go ahead and throw that to the.
Whoa! You said any accomplishments you make are still based off a man.
I said any accomplishments you use with that name is still a man's last name. So you might as well go and throw that to the wood chipper and get your husband's last name.
Or maybe they see it as their family name.
Because think about this: Mr. and Mrs. such and such. Nobody wants to say Mr. such and such and Mrs. such and such. It's Mr. and Mrs. such and such. Simple. And it's like, if you don't want to give in that, you don't want to submit that, what else is you not going to submit to? You know what I mean?
it's
So you're
something-
saying you think it sets a bad
It's a
precedent?
slippery slope.
It starts a bad precedent from the start.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, look at Jada Pinkett Smith. Look at the hell Will's got to go through. She's always kind of shown a little bit of, I ain't going to submit completely.
She trying to be Jada Shakur. That's what she trying to be. But
now,
you can't be when you're dead.
Now we going, huh?
Like Kim Kardashian, I'm keeping my maiden name because she built a brand under her shit. Kim Kardashian West, that's understandable.
Terrorist.
Like I'm
First off, so what Beyonce knows? What's Jay-Z's last
Carter.
name? Carter.
Carter.
Is that what she says? Beyonce Carter or Beyonce Knowles Carter? I think it's
I don't
Beyonce
know.
Carter.
You know, she just go by Beyonce. Really, she don't really.
Yeah, aka Beyonce Carter. I'm about to look it up on Google right now. But
So Carlton, if Kardashian was your wife, would you want her to keep her Kardashian name or be Kim Byron? Nobody's gonna know who the fuck she is.
everybody gonna know who she is. So you trying to say ain't nobody know my fucking? First off, don't use my last name on this damn.
I mean,
Put my shit
I'm
out
trying
there.
to laugh at this, but don't you think at that level though, people would know?
At that level, fuck
People
it,
would
I'm
know
keeping my-
regardless though who she is, no matter what.
You know
last
what?
name.
No, people would respect it.
Like Prince changed his name to that symbol, but people still knew who he was.
Okay,
Oh.
so it's Knowles Carter. Okay. What's it called? See, this is the thing. When you have, if you're an actress or artist or something and a musician, you have a stage name, people know you as that stage name. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with you accepting the stage name. But officially, your name need to be switched over. That's just my opinion. You can keep all the names on the billboards and all that stuff in the credits as such and such, but when it come to official documents, it need to say my name on there. That's just
Right.
my opinion. Go ahead. What you got to say?
I just think that because when you, God forbid, when you pass away on your tombstone, you want to be linked to your family. So if I'm getting divorced, now I feel like I should go back to my maiden name because I don't want to be tied to this.
You
name
just
of,
no hold
like,
up now.
forever.
You just said a minute ago you keeping your
I know,
ex-husband's
but
last
I-
name. So you
I'm
don't
not
know
allowed
what
to change my opinion. My
no,
divorce not even-
well, that's what every woman does anyway. So,
So-
you might as well say you do
So you're gonna keep the last name until
till it doesn't benefit
you
her.
die,
no
and
more.
then say you tell your kids, "Hey, put my original last name." on
Did
there.
you heard it right? She's only keeping the last name till it benefits her. Then when it
Yep.
doesn't benefit her no more, she gonna take. That's why I say my daddy gave me that name. You can't have it. If you ain't my wife, you can't have the name. I'm sorry.
I mean,
But I
okay.
made the
Here goes the
I
thing.
made the name popular. Nigga, I'm Shonda Davis.
Okay, well, what happens? What happens when your ex-husband gets married again?
Well, when he gets married again,
So now there's supposed to be two Davises out there.
name. We all gonna have a name until I'm not popular on social
See
media or
now,
whatever.
you can guess what? You can have the name. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
What you gonna do,
I'm
Carl?
gonna do just like I did. Come in randomly behind the mirror while you looking in the mirror and be like, you think you could ever leave me? I made you. Don't ever fucking admit that. I'm gonna tell you, I made you. Because if you want to be honest, a name is a lot. It's like you ever see that movie McDonald's? The movie where
I haven't seen it. No.
where it's literally like how McDonald's kind of became. It's called The Founders. And he says the reason he went so hard to take over McDonald's was the name. It's the name that catches people's minds. You remember that name. Shonda Davis. Shonda Davis sounds like she gonna say some shit.
Well, what if here's another scenario. What if your husband decides to change his last name?
What the fuck you talking about?
I'm
What
just-
was his reason for changing it?
But there's a flaw. Say if you marry a man with children who
Old child support.
once you take his last name, you may have to pay for that as well. his debt, well, the wife's debt too. I don't think women have to pay for child support. They just got to deal with it and help them out. Because
Now,
women?
what I do, ratchet as fuck, when women have babies and they don't give them the dad's last name. The kid should always have the dad's last name. That's just some ratchet shit if you don't.
No,
like a lot of kids,
no.
Even if he not around or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. If it's a one night stand,
people.
don't know. Let me say right now. If the man is a one night stand in the wind and you don't know who he is, I'm gonna say this. Give your
Like,
I would have been better off giving the maiden name. Because
it's gonna be like a pool of incest. You gonna grow up, children not gonna know who they related to. Just
no,
like
because
you.
I'm gonna tell you why. No, you mean fuck you talking about? I know
you don't know who you related to. You can grow up and marry your cousin and you wouldn't know it because you're not really a Byram.
Well, first off, you don't know who I know. I know all my aunts and uncles.
So years from now, your kids
they live together. I said she gave another man his last name. That didn't mean she didn't live with her kids.
So years from now, when you have kids and they decide to marry somebody that's one of your cousins that's not really a Byram, that's really related to them, then what? They not gonna know. They're gonna be on 23.
Oh, you're trying to okay. First off, can I ask you a question? Question? All right.
Mm-hmm.
How many brothers and sisters you got?
I have one older sister and I have a half sibling.
Okay, that you know of.
Well,
because you don't know what your daddy undid. On okay, so all that bullshit you just saying, anybody, if your daddy out there being a Rolling Stone, somebody could be messing with their brother and sister out here or cousins. So
but the probability is lower if I know my real last name.
I just told you did I not say my grandfather's real name? I know his name.
You don't know that?
Huh?
Your kids ain't gonna know that.
Why wouldn't they not know that?
They may forget. Years from now, how they gonna know that?
See, this is how you break down. The more you ask questions to a woman, the more she shows she don't know what the hell she talking about. If I just said my original grand,
more superior. I mean, that men are more superior.
I'm telling you, I just told you my original grandfather's name was Robert Jives. So the fact is, all I got to do is say, "Are you related to anybody named Robert Jives?" No. Okay.
But if that's the case, they could go ahead and sleep with somebody whose last name is really Byram because they not a Byram.
Can you help this woman out? Can you help her?
Am I making sense?
Okay, say that again.
If Carlton's kids wanted to marry somebody whose last name was Byram, they could do that, and their kids wouldn't be considered incest because they're not really Byram.
Oh, okay.
Now you tell me, mansplain it for me because I don't.
She's basically saying, since your father isn't really
a Byram.
I'm not trying to say your last name, but she done said it 50
She done said it a zillion times because she fucking.
If your father isn't really a Byram, he's only Byram by name,
okay,
but not by genetics, not by blood.
Okay.
So if you or whoever, God forbid, marry someone whose last name is really Byram, like if they are really blood-born Byram, it technically wouldn't be incest because you're not technically you're not related. You are down the line.
No. If it's strictly just from my from that man's other kids, you're right. But from my grandmother, you're wrong.
Whatever. Your kid's not gonna know this. Well,
so my kids. I want y'all to understand this, y'all, the audience. My kids who are named Byram won't understand that they messing with somebody named Byram. What the fuck are you talking about?
And before you in your will, you need to draw a damn family tree and put a little bush on the side.
The name Byram can solve all that.
I am not really a Byram. Do not sleep with anybody with the last name Jive. Who
the fuck? Think about what you're saying. If your name is Smith, it doesn't matter if you're not a Smith or not. If somebody else down the road is named Smith, don't you think you're gonna ask some questions? Like, what are you talking about, dude?
We have
Listen,
gone
I'm from
so
a
far
small
left,
country
yeah.
town, and like everybody knows everybody. It may not be that way in Buffalo, but where I'm from, in the small country areas, like that shit happens. You need to know who your people are.
Oh, God. Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
I said what the I said.
And this, and okay, you said what you said. It didn't make no damn
Yep.
sense. We all heard it, and we're gonna play this shit back when it's over. Appreciate you calling in.
Ooh.
Okay, bye, guys.
Go read your
Bye,
Bible.
Beans. Not you,
Bye.
Carlton. Bye, Beans.
Why, can I ask you a question? Why do people? Because I know y'all can see this shit right in the corner. All right, why do they love to still call you what the fuck that shit says? But me, I can't. They refuse to call me KT. They're like, your name Carlton. Fuck you.
Right. Maybe because you trigger them. I don't know.
I'm gonna read what it says. Man whore equals Rolling Stone. A free woman, a whore. Really? Okay. And this is why the patriarchy. There we go.
Patriarchy
must die. First off, a free woman. That's what we're going with. And equals a whore. First off, a whore is a woman who sleeps with many men. That doesn't make you free.
What she's basically
it makes you.
What she's
easy.
basically saying is
an easy woman.
The unfair comparison of men sleeping with many women is called Rolling Stone, where a woman sleeping with many men is a whore.
No, see,
she's trying to say.
I'm gonna tell you what this one man
unfair
said.
Comparison.
One girl was. They were talking to what's her name, who used to be Wiz Khalifa's wife.
Oh,
Amber Rose. Amber Rose. She said, does me being free equal being a whore? He said, no. You being with a lot of other men makes you a whore. And he said, well, what about you? What do you make when you're a man who be with a lot of women? I'm a whore maker. That's what I am. Okay. You can't. There's not the same thing. Okay. I don't know why y'all think you can be what a man is. We're two different things. What I do is going to be different and looked at differently than when you do it. Accept it. I'm better than you.
And I think she's saying, I think she's saying that's why the patriarchy should die.
No, that's why it has to live. Long live patriarchy. I just can't see the canteen part on you. Beans matches his nickname. Oh, okay. Well, seeing that I was that since I've been a kid. Like all my friends in high school call me Canteen. Yeah, they don't even fucking call me Carlton.
Yeah, mine started when I was a kid.
Y'all just the only reason is y'all know me from when I went to college, and at the time I didn't like my nickname. I didn't like it, so I told everybody what my name was, and because they never had met a Carlton, they were like, "Oh, your name Carlton." And the funny thing is, when I was in college, even when I played football, none of them ever called me Carlton. They gave me they call me New York, they call me 50, they call me Tank. Oh no, my bad. That's my dad. They call me Ironhead. That's what they call me, Ironhead, because I used to hit people. They call me all kind of names, but they never call me Carlton. Only girls who ever call me Carlton.
Oh, Ironhead. That's a good.
Yeah. So they're like, "What up, Ironhead?" I was like, "What up, man?" After a while, like that's the thing. Like I feel like nicknames, you don't get to decide what a nickname is.
People just call you whatever.
And then you just have to either accept it or just, you can try to fight it, but it's gonna happen.
Listen, Beans comes from my nickname comes from the first girl I ever dated, Spanish chick. I think I told you the story.
No, you didn't.
No, okay. Well, this is what happened. Spanish chick, she wanted to go out with me. You young. I told her my real name. She was like, I don't know. I don't
like Steven.
I don't like that. Listen, she's not the only one that's ever did that to me in my life. So she's just the first one to do it. So
okay, I'm gonna say this before you do it. It's funny how our names, when you say it and don't say anything afterwards, it just sounds like you're trying to diss us.
Yeah.
Like I'm right about this, right? Carlton. Steven. like both of those names don't sound like you can't be like Tyrone. Yeah. Like that doesn't sound bad, but it's like Steven.
Yeah, I get that all the time. So I was young. She looked good. I don't care.
It is
Still a whore.
You're still a whore, but a man. There's no difference. The dick is for the streets. There is a difference.
That's what I'm saying.
There is a difference because the problem is you don't see the difference because you're a woman. You don't understand. No, don't shake your head because you know you do this, but because you know I'm telling the truth. You don't understand that you getting dick is easy. That's the difference. When a man has to get pussy, it's not easy. Well, it's easy for some guys, but for the most part, men have to work for it. They have to have game, which you don't have. Okay, they have to know how to. I'm just being honest. They have to create. Men have to create a vibe for women. Women don't have to create no vibe. Women could walk out of bed, do nothing, and just say, hey, walk out the street and say, first guy she see, hey, you wanna go upstairs and have sex? What do you think the odds are they're gonna say yes?
Oh, like 100%.
Exactly.
So the fact that it's so easy, as you're saying, is what makes them considered whores.
Exactly.
So
there's no work involved.
Okay,
I'll give you an example. It's like me wanting to just eat Cheetos or just be fat. It doesn't take work to just be lazy. You understand that? It doesn't take work to be lazy. It takes work to not be lazy and to be motivated and do things. That's the difference. That's why men who sleep with a lot of women are praised and women who sleep with a lot of men are shunned and shamed because you're lazy. Next. All right, next topic we're going to talk about.
That was rough.
Oh, wow. So you're not a whore because it's harder for you to get pussy. No. See, it's not harder for me to get pussy. It is hard to get pussy. You're not hard. Like you have no fathom of how to even maneuver to get pussy. You understand that? I don't even think you understand it. You don't know how to get it.
What about lesbians?
See, that's when girls are like bi-curious. That's when they're like, they want to try to find that. But like, they're not, no woman most of the time is like, oh, I might try a dick now. No, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not doing that. Okay, hold up. Let's see what it says. Shay on fire today. Okay, y'all go ahead and team up with each other. That's the only way y'all could try to defeat me, but you can't. Okay, next topic. We're talking about which one is harder to do? Is it harder for a man to grow to like a woman? Or is it harder for a woman to grow to like a man in a relationship? Meaning, let's say somebody comes up to you that likes you, but you're not really into them that much. Who's it harder for? Is it harder for a man to grow to like a woman that likes him? Or is it harder for a woman to grow to like a man that likes her? That's the question. Put in the comment section, let us know what it is. And then if you like the content, you know what it is, man. Hit that like button. Like, hit it now. Don't play with me. I'll find you. All right. Let's see what they say. What y'all think? Who's harder? I personally, you want me to give my opinion first? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I definitely feel it's harder for a man. No, man. It's harder for a woman to not that into a guy, but for him to grow on her to where she's like, oh, you know what? I kind of fuck with him. He's nice. He's this. But it's because, like, I feel like he's going to get put through the ringer. For women, I mean, if a girl likes a guy, he could be like, well, she likes me. She treats me good. She ain't the cutest one, but I'm going to make it work.
Men, I do think men can look past a lot of things.
Hard for a man to like a woman.
Really?
Explain. Call into the show, 716-218-9317. Tell us why it's harder for a man than a woman to grow to like somebody, because I just don't see that. I think women are stuck in their ways. I think anything, if she doesn't really find him attractive, she doesn't really like him, she's gonna she's gonna find something to be like. She's gonna be a bitch. Let's be real about the shit. She's gonna be a bitch.
She's not, or is it she's not into him, or she's unsure?
She's not that into him.
So there is something. It's just
It's
not
like he's not that cute, or he's not that whatever. Whatever it is, he likes her more than she likes him. And I think that's the most dangerous thing a man could get himself involved in. Because if a man likes her more, she's going to take full advantage of him. And I'm not saying a man won't take advantage of a woman that likes her more, but I think he can make it work to where they both benefit from it. I don't know if the woman's going to make it work. I think she's just going to use and abuse. Call in, y'all. Easier for a man to like a woman because of the power of the P. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I agree with that.
Like that's why I said we can overlook a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like,
she got some crooked ass teeth, or
she got 6 toes. That's fine.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Put some
Her
boots on.
elbows always ashy. Shit like that. We could make it work. A woman though, because like it don't even matter. She's gonna be like, I could do so much better. Like I already feel women most of the time probably think they could do so much better. That's why I say, that's why you got. Let's be real. If a woman don't want to take a man's last name, isn't that kind of almost saying like I could do better than you?
I ain't even thinking about it like that.
Now you're like, damn, that kind of does sound like that, doesn't it?
It's definitely.
It's leaning towards that. It's leaning.
Yeah.
I want to know. All right. And then what was the last thing we wanted to talk about? Oh, your topic.
Oh, this isn't really mine. This is actually Shay's topic.
Oh, this is Shay's topic.
Yeah,
okay. All men do think with their dicks first.
Yeah.
No, that's not. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well,
all boys think with their dicks. All men do not think with their dicks. They think with their brain. So you can stop the man hating. Because honestly, if they're a real man, they know, they've already realized that they're thinking with their dick can get them in really a lot of trouble. So yeah, you've been dealing with boys, and I'm not sitting there saying like I ain't never thought with my dick. I have 100%. I don't think there's no man in this earth that hasn't just thought. But as you get older, you realize like that shit's for the birds.
It's the wrong move.
It really is for me. You know what I mean? As much as I want to, I realize that shit just gets you in trouble. All right, so you ready to go with this other topic?
Okay, this is hope Shay's still in here for this. She was having a debate with someone, and she asked me some questions to chime in on it. It's basically about, is it disrespectful for a man to have a work wife? And is it disrespectful for a man to accept things from this work wife?
Fuck no. Hell no, it ain't disrespectful. Let me tell you why. It keeps the woman honest. If you have a work wife that's providing certain things for you, it makes the woman in competition. And that's where she needs to be at, because when she's in competition, she's at her best. She's her most feminine. She's her most, what can I do for you to take care of you, to show that you mean something to me? Because she doesn't want her man to be taken away.
Oh, here we go.
I knew I would get somebody. Oh my God.
This gotta be
Shonda is back.
Oh, she back?
Oh my
Call
Lord.
from
Shonda.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
You ready?
Here we go.
Hello, you on the social norm?
Colton, what you mean? It keeps the woman in competition. Nigga, if you married, the damn game already over.
No, it
And
ain't.
nobody
It's never
fucking
over.
married.
It's never over.
The game is
Okay,
game over. The
okay,
day
I have a question.
I become this whoever.
All right,
the
hold
game
on.
is
I'm
fucking
okay. I gotta mute you.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I have a question. Okay, so does it become, okay, my question is this: does it become disrespectful when your wife says, look, I don't want you taking things from her no more, and you do it anyway?
No, because this is the thing. It's not disrespectful, because the question is why?
Why?
Why do you not want me to take food from her?
Because I'm
Let's get
fixing
to-
your ass food. You don't need to be eating at another.
Well, fix me some food then.
Huh?
See, fix me some food, because if you were fixing me food and I was full, I wouldn't be. Wait a minute, hold on. Another woman wouldn't have saw an opening to feed me. Put that on there. Put that on your table.
Because bitches will try your
Look,
man, be like,
look,
oh,
answer me this. Answer me
they'll be
this.
like, I noticed you brought lasagna, but Daddy, have you ever tried my lasagna? You want me to warm it up for you? That's how bitches be.
Well, look, ain't no wrong with a little competition of some lasagna.
I do think it does. It is a touchy subject because it does leave a window open.
Okay, no. It doesn't leave nothing open. It leaves what I say gonna leave open. If just because a woman make me some lasagna, don't mean next thing she knows I'm gonna be bending her over. That's not the case.
Some people,
you should trust your man to understand.
Some women think that though.
Well, that that means that you're insecure and you don't trust your man.
No. Some women, hold on. Some women think if you accept things from them, that you like them. You have a thing for them.
Oh,
too.
so like how men do, how women say, I don't understand why he does it because he takes me out a couple times. He does. See,
first the roles. If a man came and cut the yard, because if my work husband came by and cut the yard and says, "Oh, I got a new lawnmower. I'm gonna come take you out."
No, that's hold on. Understand something. You going to my house to cut grass is different than I come to work and you bring some lasagna and you give me a plate.
On my tire. I mean, changing the battery on my car. At work.
So at work, you at work.
Your husband didn't do it right, so let me do it. How would you feel about that?
You said, say it again.
So if I'm at work, my husband put a new battery in my car, but I'm at work and my work husband says, "Oh, I noticed your husband didn't do it better, but let me grease the cables and do all that for you." Would you be okay with that?
Well, first off, let me ask you a question. How the fuck he know if the cables was greased or not? You over there opening the hood, bitch? That what you doing? You opening the hood on this motherfucker? See, shit like this. See, I'm a man. I know about cars. So the fact that you even said that lets me know he fucking opened up the hood and was looking in your car.
Okay, let's level. Hold on. Let's level the playing field here. What if a man brought your woman some food to work? Let's keep it easy.
Is he bringing it specifically for her, or is he bringing it for a crowd and she getting some of it?
He bringing it specifically for her.
Well, I'll say this: I would question why the fuck is you so special?
Damn.
I mean, in the sense of, okay, he just bringing it for you. So clearly, y'all got some type of relationship to where he's trying to. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. No, fuck it. Eat the food. Get the food from him. I'm gonna tell you why. And you know why. Because any motherfucker who makes food for a woman and brings it to work for her and he work with her, he ain't getting no pussy. I can promise you that. That shit is she is using and abusing the shit out of him. Go ahead. I ain't worried about it. I promise you I'm not. Because you know why? And you know I know why. Because I was that dude. I made cakes for bitches.
That's why I wasn't gonna say that. Dude.
Exactly. You think I ain't learned my lesson?
I was not gonna say that.
Feed her up. I hope she full as hell. So when she get home, she ain't gotta say she full and I can go ahead and fill her up some more. What you talking about? I'm not worried about that. If I'm the man, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about any. Guess what? If he can get you, get her, bro.
Okay, but then
get her.
When do you cut it off? Like when? Let's say this work wife.
If she get disrespectful.
Okay.
Like coming to my house and dropping food off and shit like that's disrespectful.
Or what if she? What if she start buying things at work? Like buying you
like some chips.
Let's say she gave you a cactus.
I mean, okay. Little gifts, like plants and stuff like that for my house, because let's say we talk about plants. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about doing a little garden, whatever. She give me some seeds or something. I don't think I would be tripping about that. I don't think that would be a problem. I'm just a nice guy and she just likes talking to me at work. But it's where when she takes it to another level of disrespect and like she's trying to touch me or she's trying to see me outside of work. That right there, I got.
You was just touching other people in the gym. You don't know if that lady was in a relationship or not. Like you
Wait,
just
what?
overly.
What'd she say?
You know what she's trying to say? She's
Wait
talking,
a minute. Back up. What'd she just say?
She's talking about my snaps. And I really, that's what you're gonna do right now?
What?
Okay, let's
Was I there for this?
You were there. So I go ahead and make snaps
Uh-huh.
when we go work out.
Yeah.
And I sometimes record everybody, and then I'll talk to some people, random people that's working out with us, some ladies, and I might say something a little jokey joke or whatever. The one lady that I grabbed, I was on the ground laid out, and I grabbed the girl's ankle and was like, aren't you glad you came or something like that? Here.
Was this the other day?
Yeah, that was with Miss Jackson.
Oh yeah, I was kind of out of it then.
Yeah, it was a hard workout. But she got mad because she's like, you over there touching girls?
She had a man or not.
What you say?
You don't know if she had a man or not. You wouldn't want nobody touching your woman.
He lying. That would be on fire. He would tell me to throw that shit out.
That shit. But I agree, Shonda. If I would have saw some dude grab my lady, I'm like, who is this nigga? Like, why is he
petition to the ass to divorce court? First off, let me say right now. That I hate to say this, and this is the reality. That keep you honest. The fact that you see a man who I'm not sitting there acting like I'm no ladies man. I'm not. I'm really not no ladies man. I'm just me. But I'm joking with these ladies, and I tried to get her attention. She didn't hear me, so I just grabbed her. I said, "Hey," and she looked down. What's up? And then I said what I said. I'm not looking at me grabbing. Like, what if I grabbed your hand? What the fuck is like? What's grabbing an ankle?
Keep your fucking hands to yourself. How about that?
I'm not caressing the girl. I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to say is this. We got to a point where anything you do is sexualized now.
So you didn't grab her you just grabbed her just to get her attention.
I grabbed her to get her attention because I said something before and she didn't hear me. She was walking past and I was on the ground. So,
excuse me, miss.
No, I know her.
Well, music in his defense, music do be playing in there and it do get jive loud. So
thank you.
In his defense, it do be loud in there.
She was gonna walk past and I was trying to ask her. This was a lady that we work with. And she did not want to come to the workout.
Yeah.
She was struggling with herself of trying to go to workout. And I kind of talked her into going to the workout because I said, it's going to better you. You need this. And she went and did it. And it was hard, but she got through it. So I was shouting her out saying, now, how do you feel? Aren't you glad you went to it? That's all I was doing. Trying to be motivative, trying to be, showing love to people. And, this one right here, I can't believe you over there. It's the second day in a row you over there trying to talk to girls and be I'm like, look. I said, what? I said
second day. What was the first day?
The first day was with Freeman's sister. And I said, oh, this the cutest sister or whatever. I said that.
You do too much. Like you talk too much shit. Like if you was my man, like I wouldn't like that kind of shit with so over friendly ass.
You know what I wish I had right now? The ad lib with Future saying, what does he say? Not glorious. What does he say? Oh, spectacular. Spectacular.
You need to learn boundaries. Bottom line.
First off, there is no boundaries when it comes to if you're a family, meaning like you working out, y'all see me. If you see me sweat, struggle, burp, fart, throw up, all this shit, we all family up in there.
I think what Shauna's saying, if and when you're in a relationship with dealing with women, other women, there needs to be a certain
but touching somebody's.
You be okay with your woman grabbing a nigga biceps after they finish working out? Like, oh, let me feel it.
That's what you gonna compare that to?
I mean,
I
they
mean,
do.
like, oh, let me touch his bicep to try to get his attention. Did you hear me? Oh, he didn't hear me, so I got to squeeze his muscles to see, so that to get his attention.
I grabbed a chubby ankle.
Don't talk about her like that. Come on now.
I'm just saying, like y'all making it seem like I grabbed the titty or grabbed the thigh meat or some ass.
Really have to compliment her?
Huh?
You gave the other girl a compliment the day before. You had to do that? You cuts up in the gym instead of working out.
So it's the flirting, is what you're saying? You
Yes.
don't like?
And he just overly
So
nice, and women will perceive that as being flirtatious.
what's wrong with being a nice man?
No.
You barely said that with a straight face.
I just asked, what's wrong with being nice? I mean, my thing is this: we already working out. Sometimes, you just want to show love to the people and say, you did a good job. That's all.
Do it without the compliment and the extra touching and shit.
So
There's
I can't.
levels.
So wait a minute. So as a black man, I can't compliment my black sisters on accomplishing a goal.
You ain't got to say, hey, what you told the girl? Hey, beautiful, good job, beautiful. You the most.
No,
beautiful
I said, don't know what I said was, I said this is the prettiest one out of all the sisters. Meaning she has this girl has 3 sisters that I know, and she's the only one coming to the gym and working out. The other ones aren't. So I gave her a compliment.
You could have been like, oh, you're the most fit sister out of the bunch.
She is that too now. Look.
And left at that.
At the end of the day, as a man, currently, I'm not leaving. I'm not learning. What's it? Exactly. Let me get back to let's get back to what we was talking about because Carlton won't learn. Carlton won't learn. Okay, I won't learn. Learn what? The fact of the matter is, let's talk about jealousy. She hung up, y'all. All right, well, maybe she did. Whatever. Let's talk about being jealous.
Okay. Because
this right here is going to show you how jealousy can consume you. If you're confident in yourself, this is why women push marriage so much. It's because
she back.
Okay. Look, if you call me,
she might act on.
Call from
Shonda.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello.
Wait, what about jealousy? I missed that part.
Oh, well, you hang up and now you want to get back into the mix. I said, let's speak about jealousy. Jealousy is nothing but someone being insecure in their position. I'm speaking in their position about who they are and what they bring to the table. Because if you know who you are and you know what you bring to the table and you feel confident in yourself, you would not worry about other people and what they bring to the table because you know what you bring to the table.
Jealousy and insecurities are 2 separate playing fields. If you are jealous, that means you want what someone else has, or you're envious of them because they have something that you lack. If you're insecure, that means you have self-doubt.
Why do you think you lack something?
And insecurity is because that's what an insecurity is. You feel like you're not confident. You feel like you're not up to standard. You feel like you lack the body or the beauty or the brains or whatever. It's something that you feel that you don't have or something.
So
I think what she's trying to say is this. I'm gonna try to clean this up. I think she's saying insecurities is something you think you lack, where jealousy is something you actually lack.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Okay,
Yeah.
let me say this. Why do you get offended when someone brings joy to someone else's life?
That's not being offended. It's being territorial. I don't want something
that is a hold on, let me say this. Territorial, that means if you cross a line that I feel is mine and I get mad about it, that means I was offended. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Okay. So once again, I said, why do you get offended when if I or someone else brings joy to someone else.
Because God damn it, no, if you shouldn't be bringing joy to another woman. That's her man joy to bring her joy. You ain't
She
Jesus.
See what I mean?
she feel
You ain't Jesus. Let
she
Jesus
feel
spread
like
the joy. You go to the gym and work your ass out.
Oh my God.
she
y'all see this,
feel
right?
like she feels like you're crossing a line.
I'm not crossing no line because I'm me. I'm me.
What does that mean?
That means if I'm a type of person who likes to give compliments, that's me. You
That
can't
is
make me be who you want me to be. I'm gonna be me 110%. And if
No,
you
I'm
rock with it, you rock with it.
If you nice, be nice. But you don't need to be out here giving flirtatious compliments. Like it's a limit to
And
that
I'm gonna
shit.
say this, fellas, and y'all, I want y'all to learn this right here. You don't allow your woman or any woman to tell you how to be. If you don't feel if you're not doing anything what do you call it malicious or trying
Inappropriate.
to hurt someone, then you stand on who you are. If she don't rock with it, she don't like it, that's on her. That's
There is
not on you.
nothing wrong with being kind and spreading joy to people.
So
But
what's wrong
there's
with giving compliments?
I think
But why do you
it's
like
not. I don't think it's the compliments. I think it's the type of compliments.
Thank you. Thank you.
So saying
Yes.
someone is beautiful, that's
I'm not walking up to
Do
random niggas
you-
and saying, "Oh, you got some nice muscles. You got some beautiful muscles."
if that's
Why would I
you, do you.
That's gonna make him feel good. Like that's gonna make him flirt. Think I'm
And you
flirting
gotta
with him.
understand, everybody doesn't think that way. Like,
Okay, what I'm saying is this: if you go up to a man and say, "Oh, you have nice muscles," I'm gonna look.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, "Oh, do I think?" I'm gonna like, "Okay, if that what you think he got nice muscles." That is what it is. My
And
position. Listen,
oh, you the finest one out of all your brothers.
okay, guess what? That's fine. That's talk.
You don't think that's appropriate?
No, because talking and actions is two different things. If you go kiss this mug or you go do something that's disrespectful, right, to me in front of me, then I'm going to check you. Then I'm going to address it, and then we'll go from there. But
And it's not about trying to change who you are. Why wouldn't I want you to be nice and spread joy to people? Of course, that's the Christian way. But at the same time, there has
let
to
me ask you
be
this
a
right now.
level of
Hey, Beans,
huh?
does this sound real Christian like this? No, I was. Go ahead.
you just added gasoline
Exactly.
to this fire, man.
I need y'all to go ahead and hit that like button, y'all.
Oh God.
Now,
but do you understand that if let's say you're married or
yes,
in a relationship, in a girlfriend, whatever, do you
Mhm.
understand there is a certain there should be a certain level of what's the word?
If you're this is what I'm gonna say this. If you were a flirt,
A certain level of
if
respect.
you were a flirt before y'all got together, I think she should understand this is you. You're not just because you're flirtatious doesn't mean
No,
it's gonna
they
go
right
anywhere with it. But
bullshit.
So if your
A white
woman,
man
so
ain't
you're
going
good
but
if your
a
woman was
black woman-
flirtatious.
A
Go
black
ahead, what?
woman ain't going for that shit.
Okay, well, guess what? You go.
So, like
you don't have to go for anything.
Like you said, that's the difference
Well,
between
first off, I'm gonna
black
need you-
women and white women. That's one of the differences. We're not about to let nobody fucking roll over and
Oh,
and
what do
take
you mean?
advantage.
Roll. Oh, wait a minute. How does explain to me this now? Explain to me this, Rachicha.
Because Sean the man, he always.
I want to
give me
know
compliments.
how does a man, being a man, disrespect you?
Giving compliments to other women is disrespectful to your significant other.
If that's
That
him,
gives us the
No.
opportunity to be like, oh, Sean the man always be in the gym giving me compliments, or Sean the man always
Well,
be on
okay,
Facebook.
what that gives her the opportunity to say he gives compliments. That's it.
That
All-
is flirting.
No,
That's
what I'm
flirting.
saying is this. So she says, "Oh, his man gives compliments. Her man gives compliments." What is that? How is
Okay,
that
so
disrespectful?
I'm all over social media and always around town complimenting different men. They're gonna be like, damn, his old lady a hoe, man. She always be fucking flirting with niggas and shit.
As he
Am
said,
I making sense?
Beans.
It is disrespectful at the end of the day.
Y'all put in the comment
You
section
can
what
be
y'all think,
nice.
y'all.
You can be nice, but not be flirtatious and do it in a tasteful way without touching people.
Who you are single should not be the same as you are married. It is not the same if it has to be single. Okay. Well, let me say this.
I do agree. There is a difference. There should
Okay,
be
so
some sort of difference.
If another man is drooling over me and complimenting me and touching me, see, that's where there you go. The touching part. In front of my man, he should be quiet. Got it. Well, let me say this. If I'm out with you and a man is drooling over you, complimenting you,
Touching me.
well, let me say, yeah, okay, you're allowing him to touch you.
No, you allowing him.
I know I'm not allowing nothing. You're a grown ass woman. Okay. If you want to disrespect me and allow this man to drool and touch you in whatever way, guess what? Guess what?
Okay.
I'm gonna put you right where you need to be. Okay. But let me say this. I shouldn't have to say nothing. The only time I should say anything about that situation is if he touches you and you don't want to be touched. And you've already addressed to him and told him, don't touch me. And then he does it again. Then I'll step in and handle that. But until then, if you want to let a man touch you in front of me and disrespect me and just be disrespectful, guess what? I'm going go ahead. I hope you tongue him down and do everything.
So it's okay for you to be the man doing the touching and the complimenting.
Well, complimenting anybody is fine. Touching somebody in a sexual way, no. In front of your woman, I think that's disrespectful to her. Okay,
so
but touching somebody's shoulder or saying, excuse me, getting somebody's attention, I think that's a different scenario.
Followed up with a pretty sister compliment.
Well, that was two. Well, first off, that was two different situations. The pretty sister, I didn't touch her. The other one, I said, "Hi, now how are you feeling now?" That's what I said. Aren't you glad you came? So don't try to put two and two together and say that was one situation. At the end of the day, there's a certain way a woman carries herself around her man, and there's a certain way a man carries himself around his woman.
And a certain way he should carry himself when his woman is not around.
And I can't. First off, that you're right about that, and vice versa. And I'm saying giving compliments that's what it is giving compliments. Doing something other than complimenting, groping women or massaging women or doing something real extra. That's when I'm like, no.
I think the point is this: complimenting is one thing, flirting is another.
I don't even feel like flirting that bad. Well, it depends what kind of flirt are we talking.
A compliment is a flirt.
Like if I say, okay, like let's say girl come walk in.
If I say you the pretty sister, that's flirting. That ain't no damn compliment.
That is. I gotta give you that one.
Like,
come on, man. Come on, man.
And that made her day. That made her day. Okay? First off, there's nothing wrong with saying something that makes somebody's day. But like, okay, give you an example. Let's say a girl walks in at work. She got a new dress. I said, "Ooh," I said, "You wearing that dress?"
Oh hell no, that's flirting.
What's wrong with saying something like that? Oh, you wearing that dress, girl? I see you.
That's flirting.
You tearing that dress up. I'm boosting. Yes, because it's not. First off, I feel like as a black person in the black community, we need more uplifting and more compliments with each other to make them feel better about themselves.
I do agree.
We don't need to flirting.
I do agree. We need to speak life into each other.
Exactly.
Men and women.
So if I give life into these women,
what if he would have said, "Hey, that's a nice dress you got on"?
That's fine too. But I'm gonna tell you what hit better. Girl, you wearing that dress.
I know it hit better, but
that right there make you be like, I'm doing my thing today. Just first off, I want y'all to understand something, fellas, because the ladies clearly don't understand it. You can give a woman a good compliment and walk away. You don't gotta sit there and hound her after you give her a nice compliment that makes her feel good about herself. That's it. That don't mean you gotta want her and want to get down with her and all that. You just want to give a girl a compliment, make her feel good.
But what if she thinks you want her?
She can think whatever she wants. I'm a man. I call my shots. I do what I want to do, and I'm telling you, if I don't want to mess with this woman, I ain't messing with her. She can't make me do anything I don't want to do.
You're opening the door like on that movie.
To do what?
Obsessed.
To shut the motherfucker?
Obsessed?
Nah, not that dress compliment. You doing too much. Okay, how about this? If you, let's say, I'm gonna give you an example. You ever seen Varsity Blue?
Yeah.
Varsity Blue, there was a point where the girl, it was a high school football movie. The starting quarterback got hurt. The backup quarterback, the cheerleader, the head cheerleader was the boy girlfriend for the dude who got hurt. She said, "Can you give me a ride home?" He drive her home. Guess what? She's like, come inside, let me get some ice cream. She come out with whipped cream and shit on her titties and her pussy, ready to go ahead and give him some. Guess what he did? Nah, I'm good on that. You can't tell me just because I give you a compliment and you want to throw some pussy at me, that mean I'm gonna fall for the shit. I don't have to do nothing unless I want to do it.
The whipped cream and titties on her shirt or whatever.
Huh?
You by giving her that compliment, you open the door for her to pull out the whipped cream and all of that shit.
And that's fine. But guess what?
No, it's not
if I say no, and guess what I'm gonna say? You know, like, look.
I think Shauna's point is not putting yourself in that situation.
Well, let me say this. That was a movie.
I know it was a movie.
And most women ain't gonna go from me saying, "Oh, you wearing that dress," to you coming in butt naked doing all that. That's a big jump.
Oh, you the pretty one. You one of the pretty sisters. So the next day she comes to the gym, she gonna have her ass out. She gonna be trying to. Oh, well, let me see if he compliment me today.
And guess what? And guess what? I'm gonna walk past her like I don't see her. I'm not giving you. I'm not a simp. I don't give women compliments every single goddamn day because it make her feel good. I hit her with one because I'm like, look, you know what? You worked hard. Let me give her something. Here, take this little compliment. Make your day. Okay. It's like the mailman. You ain't getting mail every fucking day. Some days I'm gonna walk past your ass. Not today. Sorry. We'll see if you got something tomorrow.
So my question is this. So let's say you give a woman a dress compliment, right? The one you gave her.
Yeah.
And it makes your woman upset.
Okay.
Do you stop?
Well, first off, if my woman is the FBI and she stalks every piece of information I have.
Well, let's say she catch wind of it.
Then she can't win.
Let's say she see your snap and you told that girl she's the pretty sister, and let's say she don't.
You kept her honest. Keep her honest. Keep her honest. I'm just gonna be real with it because the reality of the matter is, this is what women want to do, and they don't even know they're doing it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Women want to keep you in a motherfucking box. And they want to open you up when they want to open you up and play with you when they want to play with you and then put you back in that box. What I'm telling you fellas is live your life, be who you are. Don't let a woman push you to be something you're not that benefits her and it don't benefit you. I'm not being malicious. I'm not sitting there trying to make her jealous. I'm being nice and kind to people. And if that affects her in a negative light, that's on her. That ain't on me.
I want to say, let me speak. Now I'll let you speak. Listen to me.
Go ahead.
And that's fine, ladies. Never change a man. Who he is at this age is who he's going to be until the day he dies. However, if he want to be nice, give compliments, that's on him. But he also needs to do it in a tasteful and respectful way and don't go for that bullshit.
What do you mean tasteful? I said, how is me saying, oh, girl, you wearing that dress? How's that? Girls say that shit all the time to other girls. And ain't nobody saying nothing wrong with it. But as soon as a man, I got to mute you. Soon as a man has a dick attached to it, now it's all, oh, you doing too goddamn much. You doing too much because you giving her a compliment. She gonna take it to the extreme. Come on now. The only time women take things to the extreme is when they find a dude they really fucking with. They go, he fine.
I think the difference is women are going to take compliments differently from a woman than a man.
Yeah, because she's not trying to. She
think
she ain't picturing herself laying down with that woman. That's why she's. Oh, thanks, girl. I must be doing something right. But let a man say it. Oh, he want me. Fuck, he don't. I mean, see, that just shows you how easy. You know why you so threatened from this? Because, like I said before, it's so easy to get dick that y'all just figure if you get any compliment to a woman, she's just instantly gonna give it to you, and you're gonna give it up. That's why y'all so aggressive with it and don't like it, because you understand how easily men can be manipulated with pussy. But once again, that's why I say a woman who sleep with a whole bunch of men are whores, and a man who sleep with a whole bunch of women are whore makers.
No, that's not the case. But I'm gonna let you have that.
You know I ain't lying. I mean, come on.
At the end of the day, just be respectful, and whatever you and your partner agree on is what respect is.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Agree on, because if I'm the leader in the relationship, we're gonna have to agree on it. It ain't gonna be your way or the highway. Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like what you consider disrespectful is what it is. That ain't how it's gonna work. Because I know a lot of times what you say that's disrespectful is some bullshit, because you just feel insecure. That's what that is. You feel insecure because you like, damn, maybe he's giving the dick to someone else.
Where is the middle ground here then?
The
if
middle
y'all gonna come and agree, where's the middle ground?
The middle ground is this. If we was if we was together,
work out and go home.
If we was together, this would be the middle ground. I wouldn't show her. I wouldn't show her my lady. If she was insecure about me giving other girls compliments, I wouldn't show that around her. I will respect her insecurity enough to not show that around her. But that don't mean I ain't gonna still be me.
It's about being respectful.
Once again, did you hear what I said? I would respect.
Nobody's insecure about that.
Put in the comments if y'all think she insecure. Let us know, y'all.
I don't trust other women, and because they're
you clearly don't trust men.
And furthermore, let me finish. Let me explain what I'm saying. So if you and your partner both agree on that, at the level of respect, he's doing it out of respect for you, not because he's trying to please your insecurity. Because it's not about being insecure. Ain't nobody insecure. It's just I don't want my man out there complimenting bitches.
Beans, I'm asking you, what do you say? Is it insecurity or not?
In my experience.
You can't even let the man see. This is what I mean. You so want to be in control that you can't even let the man give his own opinion.
Now I'm basing this off of my relationship. Okay,
talk to us.
I will say
that's his relationship.
This is my relationship. Okay,
from a man
that it is insecure.
Ding, 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 ding. Tell her what she's won, Johnny.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
I'm basing this off of my experiences.
These are
that's his experience.
These is two wise men that have told you that the jury has found you guilty of being insecure and not trusting men.
Somebody else call in. Let me go read the comment.
Go ahead. What do you got to say?
But that don't. But here goes the thing. That don't mean you're insecure. Mine was. That don't mean you are.
Stop. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me mute her for a second. What I'm gonna need you to stop doing is if it quack like a duck and sound like a duck, you gonna sit there and say that don't mean you a duck. That just mean it could be a duck.
That's why I sound based on my experience.
Wait a minute. We just had a conversation. You heard her point of view. You heard my point of view. I asked you, does that sound like she's insecure? And you just said, yes, it does, based off my relationship that I've heard sound. And now you're going to say, well, that don't mean you. Don't give her out.
No,
Do
'cause
not
he
give her
said
out because you want to be nice.
sex. That was
Yeah,
his relationship.
I'm saying that
He
because
ain't
I don't
talking
know her.
about-
That's what I'm saying. That
He ain't talking about me
Once
and other
again,
women.
don't give her out because you don't know her. If you sound crazy and you act crazy, guess what? Your ass is crazy.
No. Maybe she having a rough day, or maybe she just going through something.
Or maybe she having a rough life. At the end of the day, I'm telling you right now, fellas, do what you feel as long as you know in your heart you are not out there trying to hurt people. Now, I'm not sitting there saying, now, if you and you don't feel it's wrong. Now, if you out there cheating and you know it's kind of wrong, I can't condone that. Go ahead.
okay? You say you're not out here trying to hurt people when you're flirting, right? You're not trying to hurt this woman when you're flirting,
He trying
right?
I'm not
no.
going out. No, what I'm saying is this: my intent is not to make someone else jealous.
Okay, but what happens when you are making them jealous?
If I'm
don't-
purposely, you saying if I'm purposely trying to make somebody
No,
jealous?
no. You're not purposely doing it, but your actions are still doing it.
That's their fault, not mine. I'm gonna give you an example. Beans, you tell me if I'm lying. Let's say, fellas, you want to get you start working out, you start getting in shape,
Mhm.
you start wearing nicer clothes, and your woman starts saying, "What you getting all dressed up for? Oh, I don't like this. I don't think you need to be dressing up like this." Fuck her. What the fuck is she trying to stop you from being great for? Because her insecurities. She don't want you to win. She wants you to stay in this little box that where nobody else wants you. So she has the control. It makes her feel safe. Don't sit there. If you ain't doing it to hurt nobody, but just to do shit because that's you, then you own that, and they got to deal with how the chips fall. And that's the same way, ladies. I'm gonna be honest with you. If this is how you move and you like to be, and he knew that's you, then he gotta accept you as you for you. If you was
So
a
you
funny
feel like-
motherfucker before and you used to make jokes with dudes and make jokes with other people, he can't, and he get with you. Now he's talking about stop all that goddamn joking with motherfuckers. He knew you was a jokester before when he met you. That's what attracted
So
him.
it's okay for your woman to be showing her ass on the gram and shit.
No, I
You
ain't
would
say
be
all
okay
that.
with that?
I ain't say all. Well, let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna
If
say
she was
this. I'm gonna say
before-
this. I'm gonna say this. If she showed her ass on the gram before, when I got her, I can't get mad at her for showing her ass on the gram now. I knew
Okay.
she was a hoe when I got her.
Why she gotta
Okay.
be a hoe because she showed her ass on the gram?
Cause she's selling ass on the internet. What you talking about?
I got it. Okay, quick question. Thompson says, "Why flirt if it's hurting or disrespecting your partner? Why do it?"
Okay, let me say, and once again, I said
If
if I just said I wouldn't do it in front of my partner out of respect for her because I know she's insecure. So I wouldn't do that if that offended her.
It's about being respectful.
All right, well, how about this? Respect this mute.
The question
respect
is,
that mute right there. So look,
the question is, instead of not doing it in front of it, why do it at all?
Because I'm not going to change me because she wants me to change. She knew I was a flirt motherfucker before when she got with me. So I'm gonna still keep my swag. Yeah, you muted. Nobody can hear what you're saying. You wait. It's my turn. All right. I'm gonna still be. You know how they say, do what got her to keep her. You need to still do what got her to keep her. If you was a flirting motherfucker that knows how to talk, then you should still be that way.
I think that means do that to her, not anybody
no,
else.
you look. Let me tell you right now. And go watch Patrice O'Neal. If you a fisherman and you catch this fish, whoosh, Sean, I caught you. Boom. She on the boat. All of a sudden now, she don't. Usually throw them back. You didn't throw this one back because I want to stay on this boat. Well, guess what? Now her ass want to say, "Well, why you still fishing? Why you still got your fishing rods?" Because you know why? Because if I don't keep fishing and show that not even that I'm fishing, show you that I could fish, your ass start acting different. See, and I'm telling you,
with the fish you caught.
Beans.
That's
what you say?
What you say?
That means you're not satisfied with the fish that you caught. That's why your ass still out
No,
that fish.
no. That's
So
not
you
true
need
at
to
all.
throw that
Because let me
fish
tell you
back
right
in the
now.
water.
No. See, I'm a man. If I wasn't satisfied with you, guess what happens? Your ass go back on out in the ocean. Get the fuck out. I'm satisfied with you because you still on this goddamn boat. You on the boat. That's why I'm satisfied with you. But I need to let you know, I need to make sure you act right so you know, oh yeah, another fish can jump in at any moment if you act wrong.
That's playing fucking games. And if you
No, it
married,
ain't
the
playing
game,
games.
relationship
It's
game
knowing
is
women nature. It's knowing that
Game
women,
over.
when they get comfortable, they get lazy. And I'm not sitting there saying that a woman shouldn't do the same, because if a man get comfortable with a woman, he could get lazy.
Who hurts you? What has happened to you in your previous relationships that makes you think this way? That you gotta play these kind of games to keep a woman on her feet.
No,
Like
wait a
a
minute.
woman gonna stay on her feet if she genuinely
Well, wait a
rides
minute.
for
Let me
you.
ask you this: why? My question is this: why do you have an issue with staying with competition?
Why do I have to be?
What I'm saying is this: why do you have a problem with you staying the best, being the best you could be, right?
That's a
And
game.
keeping that
That's a
man
fucking-
interested. What's
You
wrong
can
with that?
motivate me by reading me inspirational quotes. and
No,
motivate
see, let me
like,
tell you why,
I
baby
gotta play
girl.
some mind
Women
games,
don't
try to
get
mind fuck
motivated
nobody.
by that shit. Women get motivated by wanting
No,
to
they-
make sure she
no,
is
they
the
fucking
one being noticed. That's how women nature is. Y'all want to make sure when you're with your man, his eyes is on you. What?
That's a game. That's mind fucking your woman. Nobody has time for them games and shit.
Let me ask you this. If you think you ain't trying to get mind fucked, I think you don't understand the game you in.
It ain't no
Every
game. Once
woman
you in a relationship,
wants to know.
Once you married, the games are over. The fucking games go out the door. Don't make me bring up a Bible. What the Bible say? When a man grow up, he shall do away with childish things
and be a man and be man. No. Flirting ain't being childish. No, flirting ain't being childish. Flirting is not being childish. Being kind and saying,
intentionally make your woman jealous.
no, see, you didn't. I don't think y'all hearing what I'm saying. I don't think y'all hearing what I'm saying. I said I would not, if I was in a relationship, I would not do that around her. I would not disrespect her around her.
And they're saying you shouldn't do it at all.
And I'm saying, fuck what y'all talking about. I'm a man. I'm a fucking man, and I'm gonna do what men do when you're not around, because that's what y'all do. You thought we was gonna get away from this? Y'all do this shit when y'all go on these little girl trips, because we already seen them. Y'all act y'all ass. Y'all do what the fuck y'all been doing when your man ain't around. So don't sit there and act like
with that, because you with your girls. You're not trying to do it for another nigga's attention. You're not trying to do it for another man's attention.
So
you're doing it because you with your girls.
So wait a minute, let me get this right. You got your ass out and shaking your ass around all these other dudes because you with your girls.
Riding the boat. Ain't nothing wrong with that when you with your girls.
Talking.
Say it again.
Go ahead, say it again.
Nothing is wrong with driving the boat, twerking, shaking your ass if you on a girls trip or having a night out with your girls. You're not doing it for another man's attention.
Okay,
you're just doing it because you're up with your girls.
Hold up. So can women do the same thing? If it's even playing field, great. If not, keep your mouth and hands to yourself. Oh, women can flirt. Women can see. This is the thing, ladies. If a man's secure with himself, you can go ahead and do whatever the fuck you want to do. Because guess what? I don't give a damn. They don't want you. They don't want you in a relationship. They want your ass. If you can't see that, you dumber than I thought.
There are some men who really want, who see a woman in a good relationship being good to a man and want him for herself. Let me tell you right now,
no man wants another. Most real men do not want to take a woman from another man.
What's real quick? What's the longest relationship you ever been in?
Hold up, let me mute you because you're not listening to what Beans is saying. Go ahead, Beans. Say what you got to say.
I'm asking you how.
Who, me?
Yeah. What's the longest relationship you've been in?
Longest relationship I've been in was three, maybe 4 years.
Did you like still flirt with other women in those 3 or 4 years, I'll say.
Honestly, I didn't. And that was a mistake.
Was it?
Yes. That was a mistake. I'm gonna tell you why. I was so focused on this woman. That's what caused the downfall. Honestly.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Wise one, please let us know what happened.
And I don't know this girl, but
Go ahead,
girl,
wise one.
I know the relationship didn't end because ain't no relationship gonna end because a man focused on a woman. That's what the fuck we want.
Yeah.
What woman in her right mind would end a relationship
Let
with
me
her
say
man
right
because he
now,
focused on
if you don't realize this, y'all don't know really what y'all want. Y'all don't. The stuff y'all say, y'all think about this. Every man you've ever been with,
No, tell me about
every
your
man you've
No,
ever
no.
been with is not the man you
Why did
say
your
you want to
relationship-
be with.
Why did
Understand that, ladies. Tell me this: why is every man you say you want is not the? And you go back and ask, well, let's look at the history of the men you've been with. Why are none of them that? Because what you're saying and what your actions are two different, and that's how most women are, and it confuses people.
Carlton, answer the man question. Answer the man question. Why did
Just
your
answered it.
relationship end? That ain't no fucking answer.
That's not the answer you want. I said he asked me, he said, why did y'all what was the downfall? No, you asked that's not even what you asked me. You asked me, did I flirt while I was dating this girl? And I said, no, I didn't. And that's what and I'm gonna be honest with you. I made it so much about her that it turned her off. You can't be so focused on the woman that you lose who you are, fellas. Don't let a woman create the illusion and make you be something she wants you to be. Be who you are. She either fuck with it or she don't fuck with it. Either way, you baby.
She was like,
I stand on that now because she, at the end of the day, she's a woman. She needs somebody to follow. She ain't looking to lead. The woman's not looking to lead in the relationship. So don't sit there and let her lead. Don't make her she tell you how things going to be, how you're going to be. If you're not doing something that's strictly out to try to hurt somebody, and you know you're doing you're being who you are, own that and let her deal with it as it comes. If she don't like it, move around.
So
that's what you tell her.
If you would have hurt in your last relationship, it would have worked.
I'm telling you, if I'd have been myself and stand on what I really should have been doing, being who I was, it would have worked.
So you feel like keeping her on her toes was another reason it could have worked out because you didn't.
It definitely could have worked out if I'd have kept her on her toes. If I would have let her, if she would have realized. See, one thing women love to do, and this is the whole dilemma about it. When a man does exactly what a woman says, like a good little puppy dog, what happens is she's happy for the moment, but you're doing her a disservice too, because the reality is you're not leading, you're not doing you. And at the end of the day, when your man does not do him, women lose respect for him. And then they start being disrespectful because they can't be respectful to somebody that doesn't lead. I know you don't hear it. I know you don't understand it. You know, it's not for you to understand. It's for the fellas that's watching this to understand that.
Oh God. Oh, I would love to hear that other you need to make that a show. Have your ex on the thing. I want to hear why it ended.
She would never do that.
She's
not very vocal like that. She's very private. Which and I respect that. I would never put her out there to be uncomfortable.
So she was quiet. You can't be with no quiet woman. I'm gonna tell you that now. That's probably why it didn't work out. All that she used to sit there and listen to you talk all this shit.
Well, actually, she surprisingly she was okay with that. It was her family that wasn't okay with it. Her family always kept coming to her and saying, because I would say things that they didn't like on my show, and she would say, they'd be like, is he like this towards you? Is he disrespectful to you? Is he does he hit you? Does he do all that? They was painting me out to be the devil reincarnated.
Not hitting.
And I'm like, really? And she's like, no, he's kind to me. Now, of course, we had our moments, and there was things that, and I spoke about this on the show before. I was judgmental and judged her, and I blame only on myself. I'm never gonna put the blame on a woman, because the reality is it begins and ends with the man. It begins and ends with the man. Women are reactive, they're not proactive. They don't really know how to do things unless a man shows them in the relationships. The man is the one who sets the tone. If he is not direct and he's out here wishy-washy and shit, the woman gonna be the same way. She ain't gonna know what the fuck to do. But if the man knows who the fuck he is and he says what he is and he does what he does and unapologetic about it, guess what? She understands that and she can respect that. As much as you sitting there mad and frustrated, I guarantee you respect that I'm standing on what I'm fucking saying. And I ain't shying away from it. I am who I am.
I don't agree with it, but I respect it.
And that's the thing I didn't
Your ass
do.
is that shit crazy.
That's cool. You know what it is, though.
Because a lot of that shit you be saying, somebody got to reel your ass back in, because you be going way left field.
Yeah, and then they gonna get choked. You know what it is.
But anyway, I'm glad I called into the show. Thank you for having me as a guest.
It's always good.
You know what? Next time we might have to have you on and do the video chat, so then people can see this live, so they can see how you be
going in.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's always good to hear from you.
It was a pleasure talking to you, Beans.
Okay, so what we're not gonna do, you know what? I'm about to. This is a running joke because every girl says, "Beans, it was a pleasure talking to you." I don't know about you, your ass. Bye. Why? That's gonna be on the. We're gonna make some merchandise and say that. Beans, it was a pleasure talking to you. All right.
It was a pleasure talking to you, Shonda.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye. Oh, man. Well, I hope we entertained y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We went through a lot today. I want y'all to understand that as a man, it just shows you got to be who you are. Don't let them win, fellas. They are going to try to make you be who you're not. And I'm telling you, they won't respect it. They won't. They want to make it their world, but they know it's ours. It's a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman. Hey, anything else you want to say? Oh, the week's coming up. The whole week, the man gonna be coming after y'all. Y'all don't let him grind you down. Get to Friday. I'm telling you, if you get to Friday, we got something for y'all. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No. We said enough today. It was a good episode today.
Hey, appreciate everybody calling in. Everybody listening. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, man. If you ain't hit it yet, hit it now, because I will find you. I do have a set of skills, and I will find you, and it will be a problem. I promise you that.
It's taken now.
Yeah, I don't know what. Somebody put some this. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, we'll see y'all Friday. Y'all put in the comment section if y'all want us to talk about anything. Hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up on Instagram. Y'all know if you want to donate to the channel, the link's down there, man. Go ahead, subscribe. Oh, shout out to Jimmy, man, for always looking out for us, man. Hit us in the donation. He always coming with, heading us up in the cash app. And we appreciate you for supporting the channel. All my brothers out there, y'all stay up, man. They're not gonna win. They're not gonna win. I promise you that. You keep rocking with us, man. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good week.
Hey, it's a social norm. Deuces. Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
Daddy.
Oh, you know what?
Still on?
Try that again.
Daddy.
I don't know. Fuck it. It is what it is. Y'all know what it is. Peace.